Summertime is finally here. That old ballpark man is back in gear out on 49. Man, I can see the lights. School's out and the night's rolling, man. Just like a long lost friend you ain't seen in a while. You can't help but smile. And it's 2 bare feet on the dashboard. Young love and an old Ford, cheap shades and a tattoo and a yoo-hoo bottle on the floorboard. Perfect song on the radio. Sing along, cause it's one we know. It's a smile, it's a kiss, it's a sip of wine. It's summertime, sweet summertime. Temperature says 93 down at the deposit and guarantee. But that swimming hole, it's nice and cold. Bikini bottoms underneath, but the boys' hearts still skip a beat when them girls shimmy off them old cutoffs. And it's 2 bare feet on the dashboard. Young love and an old Ford, cheap shades and a tattoo and a yoo-hoo bottle on the floorboard. Perfect song on the radio. Sing along, cause it's one we know. It's a smile, it's a kiss, it's a sip of wine. It's summertime, sweet summertime. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Don't matter how old you are, man, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby, when you got 2 bare feet on the dashboard. Young love and an old Ford, cheap shades and a tattoo and a yoo-hoo bottle rolling on the floorboard. Perfect song on the radio. Sing along, cause it's one we know. It's a smile, it's a kiss, it's a sip of wine. It's summertime, sweet summertime. Oh yeah.
All right, y'all. What's happening? Hopefully everyone's having a great Friday. If not, well, about to get a little better, y'all. Because I am doing a nice special stream today. Not really special or anything, but I'm kind of changing it up today than normal. I know like my Fridays are like my Friday Night Fright stuff and things like that, but I thought I haven't watched any TCAP in a while, and I had a sudden urge to start doing it, like start streaming some like To Catch a Predator stuff again. So I'm going to do a little hodgepodge mixed match of everything today. Doing some TCAP, and then doing a lot of TCAP mostly, and then I'm gonna play a couple video stories of actually some of my favorite shark, and I actually picked out 3 stories for each one of my favorite shark and crocodile attacks. So we got a little bit of like Friday Night Frights along with some TCAT stuff. So yeah, y'all. Without further ado, let's get started. Let's see who is all in here. Let's see, Mr. Ferguson, Ellie, Willow Angel, Road Scholar, and Voice to Voice. Nice to see y'all again. Oh man. Let's see. See if I can play that.
Bonjour!
And then for everyone,
Smoking marijuana.
let's smoke some pot. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good stream. Hey, I don't mean shit to you. Oh man, let's get back. Let's get tonight started, y'all. Let's get the party started. So tonight, let's start the night off with something. Let's do the top TCAP top 5 arrogant predators. This is off of TCAP Central's channel. So let's get started. Well, it would also help if I put the fucking stream up, like the video up on the thing. There you go. There you go. There you go, y'all. Oh, yeah. Smoke some pot. Crack open a couple beers, y'all. That's what I'm doing. I'm cracking open some beers and smoking some pot.
Knock, knock.
The man walking in our back door is 21-year-old David Schumacher, screen name Freebird72000. He's been chatting online with a decoy posing as a young teen named B.
Hey, come on in.
I got my sister and some babies out in the car too, though. Where you at?
Did you bring some green?
No, we're gonna smoke some though. We're gonna get some.
Hey, why don't you have a seat right over there?
How you doing?
Good, how are you? What's happening?
I'm not going to sound like an arrogant bastard, but, well, here we go. What a fucking wigger this dude is.
Good. Hands up where I can see.
What's going on?
You tell me what's going on.
You a dad or something?
He thinks that, well, this is a bad situation, but, you know, all I got to do is talk my way out of this with the girl's dad. This should take a matter of minutes, and I'm out the door, and I'm back in.
Yeah, I'll definitely play Mr. Mario for you, voice to voice.
My sister's car with her kids, and I'll go to my party without the girl.
Thanks,
So what are you doing in this house?
I asked the girl, did she want to go to the birthday party?
Who were you here to pick up? What's your date's name for the party?
B.
B. And how old is B?
I don't know. She didn't really tell me.
A little too young for you, ain't it?
I need you to keep your hands up where I can
Dude, you quit phone.
see him.
Don't be scared, dude. I just got a cigarette. Don't be scared, dude.
Why are you rushing? Let me smoke my cigarette.
Are you?
I'm not scared.
Then it becomes clear to him that I'm not the father, so then he thinks I'm with law
Yeah, because if it was the father, he would have been getting the shotgun blast from dad.
enforcement. And now he's
His head would be missing.
starting to suspect he might be in a little more trouble, but he's still thinking he can talk his way out of this.
You seem like law enforcement. I happen to know law enforcement.
You
when
do
I see
law
one.
enforcement, yeah.
I happen to know law enforcement when I see them.
You do. So you're an expert in this area.
No, I'm just saying you come off as law enforcement.
Really?
So
How old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Do you see an issue with a 21-year-old coming over to visit a 14-year-old?
I didn't really know she was 14.
She told you.
We were in a role-playing chat room.
Have you ever given or got head? Do you need a teacher? Watch porno.
And
You got pornos.
I'm an adult.
Yes, but the girl you were talking to was not.
Well, I didn't know that, dude.
And your poor sister's waiting outside with 2 babies in the car?
Yeah. So
Because you had to come over here and have sex with a 14-year-old.
I didn't come over here to have sex.
Why would you put that sister of yours
I
in
didn't
that
come over here
position?
to have sex. I come over here to get the girl and go to the party.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're
Okay.
doing a story
You do
on
look kind of
adults
familiar.
Oh, shit.
who try to meet kids.
No, I was in a role-playing chat room, dude.
Who try to meet kids.
No, I was in a role-playing chat room, dude. You got the phone records? Do you got that? Taped conversations? Do you have that?
You know, you're not really in that much of a strong position here.
I know that, man. Listen, am I being held up here?
You're not being held up. You're free to walk out that same door you walked
Do
in.
y'all want to interview? Hey, how y'all doing? Okay.
You can walk out that door anytime you want.
Am I gonna be on? Is cops out there?
I can't speak to that.
How y'all doing? NBC.
NBC.
And you're
Chris
Chris.
Hansen.
All right,
Dateline
listen.
NBC.
Let me explain something to NBC for a second here.
There we go.
I don't know what kind of rap y'all got on people, but maybe y'all get the whole story because this girl is in a role playing chat room and
Got a long play.
she wants to play like she's 14. Hey, whatever. But on the phone, the girl told me something different.
Really?
I got 2 words for NBC. Role-playing chat
Let me know if I sound a little better now.
room, all right, y'all? Because, man, the girl was role-playing. That's the girl was sitting on the phone.
role-playing.
No.
Oh, fuck off.
In his chat, Abdallah wants to know the girl's bra size, whether she slept with her old boyfriend, if she masturbates, and if she's ever performed oral sex. Then he says he wants to perform
I thought he was a counselor. He looks like a therapist.
oral sex on her.
It will be nice. I think you will love it. But you will need to open your legs all the way.
Then
All the way. Whoa, Nelly.
he suggests the girl perform oral sex on him. And Abdallah sends along these naked pictures. Note the distinctive necklace the man is wearing. And like most of our potential predators, Abdallah makes a date online to come to visit the teen when she says she's home alone.
Hey, how are you? Good. Why don't you have a seat right over there?
Thank you.
So what made you come on over here tonight?
I was just passing right there.
Yeah. And so you just happened to be going by and you saw this blonde woman out there.
wait.
And she waved at you.
Yes, she waved
That
at me.
explains everything, doesn't it?
She waved at me.
She just waved at
I'm
you.
thinking she owns the house. I would try
Yeah.
to tell her, what is it? And she say, come in.
Come in. And so you just walked right in?
No, not just walk. Just why I ask her, what's this door?
What an amazing coincidence. You're a lucky guy. You're just driving along and this good-looking young girl waves you in. That's amazing.
You know.
What do you suppose the odds of any of that being even remotely true?
That's how it is. That's what
Now it's
Smoking marijuana.
time to let him know that we know he wasn't just doing some sightseeing and looking for real estate.
Now, the problem with all that is that I know that you were chatting online with a girl who said she was 13. She gave you directions to come over here.
Like, this is a guy. Okay.
Did she say I was 13?
She said she was 13.
Who was this? I don't know. I checked
You
with
tell
a lot
me,
of
you're
I checked with a lot of
You
people
tell
online.
me.
Then I show
Oh,
him
what
these
a
pictures he sent.
Is that you, these pictures there?
It looks like me, yeah.
It looks like you. Okay. Yeah.
And I showed him those naked pictures.
Okay, how about that one?
It looks like me too.
Yeah, that
Never,
one?
ever.
Yep.
That one?
It looks, yeah.
That one? Okay.
Then I remind him what he told the girl who said she was 13.
You ask her what she's doing. She said she's sleeping on her back. And you say, sleep on your back and open them wide open. What did you mean by that?
What is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is
Yes, sir. What? Yeah. Alma Duda Almagata. What do you mean by that?
your chat with a girl who told you she was 13.
When was that?
This particular one was December 3rd at 10:32 and 29 seconds in the morning.
I was in the office at this time. I don't chat in the morning.
You don't chat in the morning?
No.
Oh. Well, here, right here, you say you're in your office. So that's
That was someone
consistent with
else.
what you just told me.
He's like trying to pull up like the computer, like, what are you licking?
You talk about licking her.
Wow.
She
What do you mean by
says,
that?
I don't really know much about licking and stuff. Then you say,
What do you mean by
"I'd
that,
like to
sir?"
try? She says, might be interesting.
I will never say to someone like that. Never.
It will be nice. I think you will love it.
Never. Never. Ever. You know, I'm an Egyptian, I'm Muslim, I don't do this stuff.
We'll lick you all over.
It's not me.
Mr. Out. Oh, I love it, voice to voice.
Excuse me? Come on in here, please. Have a seat, please, on that stool. What's going on?
Oh, look at this. Look at this arrogant fuck.
Chris.
Oh my god. This guy has like what does he have? Like the frosted tip thing going on and everything. He was like, he got it just done before he showed up.
Hey, keep your hands right to sleep, please.
Gosh.
That's
He had something in that hoodie.
What you doing?
Meeting a girl.
Meeting a girl. And who are you meeting?
Her name's Amy.
He almost has no chin. He has no chin too. Basically. I don't trust anyone that doesn't have a chin. Can't trust anyone without a chin.
Me?
Avy.
Avy. And what's your name?
Sean.
See, look at those fucking oh man, this is dating really back. Good old Falkor here used to do the same thing way back in the
Sean.
shit. I was like in sixth grade. or something like that when I had that shit done.
And what's your last name?
I was wearing those big old Genco jeans.
So the one?
And how old are you, Sean?
26?
26. And how old is Evie?
18?
18.
Yeah.
Is that what you
Are you
told
telling me she's not 18? Oh my god.
Well, you tell me you had quite a trap here on this
kidding me?
Yeah.
log.
She told me on the phone she was 18.
That's not what you said here. Hi. 21, male, 714. You, 13, female, 909. What city? Riverside.
Yeah, frosted. Yeah, it was a little frosty.
What was your plan here tonight?
Hang up.
Hang on.
Yeah. Maybe if I know she's 18, maybe more.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have sex with a girl who's under 18.
Bullshit.
She tells you she's 13.
She said that, but then I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "No, I'm 18."
That's not what
She
it
told me
says
on
here.
another number.
Now, why don't we just tell the truth? It's going to be a lot easier for everybody to know the truth. Now, I've got all the transcripts here, okay?
Yeah.
Would you like to hear a sample? What if I wanted to kiss you? Yeah, that's cool. What have you done?
Yeah.
Stuff. What kind of stuff? I'm Sean. So are you a virgin? No. Are you? No.
Not well.
Okay.
Talk about her age, then you say, no, that was my jerky brother who was on the computer. I still want you. To bring condoms. Yeah. Do you have them with you?
Yeah.
Put them on the table, please. Now, what does that say about your intent?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What if I wasn't here?
Yeah, well.
And 13-year-old Evie was here. What would have happened?
I don't. To tell you the truth, I don't know. I mean, I really don't.
You ask about her
believe
breasts,
that.
only you use a slang term.
You mind if I just look around?
Oh, look at,
But he never
look at this
calculated
prick.
that I would be the one behind the curtain.
And she was like, oh, no. She's like, no. God. She's like, oh, no.
Hey, how are you? I'm good.
He doesn't even look, he just looked back too. She's even smiling like, oh, damn it. He even looked back at her.
Hey, how are you? I'm good. Good.
Sit right on that stool, please.
Yeah.
No, right here, sir.
Trying quite some time now.
Suck my dick.
Now with Shark Week 2023 coming on.
I know.
Please, right there.
Okay.
Right, sit, please.
Okay.
Sit the fuck down.
I need to talk to you.
Christian
Well,
said.
What are you doing here today?
Well, I'm here because I was slightly concerned.
Concerned
Hey,
about
sir.
Well, concerned because she's talking to people that are a lot
Concerned?
younger, a lot older on the website.
Now, why
Bitch.
were you so concerned about
Bitch, please.
a 13-year-old girl?
Well, she's talking to other people that are obviously the same age as me.
And how old are you?
I'm 32.
You're 32.
No
Yes.
bullshit.
So you came over to make sure she was
32.
okay.
Well, I
35,
came over just to
39.
make sure that
Everything was fine.
everything was okay.
Oh,
I was not.
So you were going to search the house just now to make sure, what?
Well,
Bad guys
I
out there?
No.
Well, I
He was checking the house to make sure there was no one else there.
mean, I don't know. She could come. She could be here with a group of people. For all
Well, we figured it out now.
I know, and she obviously was. I mean, don't you think?
Here it is. All
Would
right,
that
everyone,
be,
let's go
like,
home.
a
Let's
safe
pack it up.
idea?
What was today's lesson supposed to be?
Today's lesson for
Today's lesson for you.
today's lesson for me was to not.
Hey, Deavius! What's up, brother? Come on, brother!
Unfortunately, really worry about other people. I tutor our these ages, older ages.
What do you tutor them in?
Oh, this is horrible. Horrible. Bro, Sad looks like a lima bean.
Mathematics.
God damn.
What about smoking marijuana?
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, it's not really something that I try to tutor people in, but
Well,
still.
it seems like it from the chat here.
Holy shit,
Well,
bro.
you're cool and cute too. I just know I could get in trouble even talking to you, you know.
Well, yes, of course, but you know,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Wait, are you answering me or are you reading stuff?
After this TCAP, we're gonna listen to one of we're gonna Shark story.
Yes. You can leave after I ask you a couple questions.
Are you sure? Are there police outside or anything?
I'll get to that in a
Please, sir, can you please just tell me? Because I really can't. Yeah, but that's not entirely what was going on.
Explain it to me.
I just told you. I was coming here to make sure everything was okay. It really wasn't that far. I wanted to make sure there was obviously, like, she invited me in and there were not.
So you were just being a good Samaritan today.
Well, I was trying to a certain extent, but like, you know, I was coming here to
Smoke
make sure it was
marijuana.
okay.
13-year-old girl.
I deal with kids all the time.
You're my soulmate. You call a 13-year-old girl a
We
soulmate?
were just talking. Come on, please.
Come on, you're 32. You got nothing else to do on a Sunday?
I'm gonna watch football.
Yeah. Here with a 13-year-old girl after you blazed on Chris Hansen.
We're gonna after we play
Football?
Yeah. Here with a 13-year-old girl after you blazed on Chris Hansen.
No, you're not.
Is that?
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Please let me go home, guys.
Sir,
Guys,
it'd be best if you went out this door.
No, because I'm gonna get arrested. I know what's gonna happen. Sir, I really can't afford to do this. I can't. I'm really not here for any malintent. I really can't. Please do not.
But look at the chat.
I really just want to. Please let me go home, guys. I'm gonna get arrested going that way. Please. No, I can't. I can't. I won't. Please.
You can't go this way.
Please, man.
You can't go this way.
Guys. This is
Isn't that his uncle?
horrible. This is horrible.
It's horrible.
Please.
Hands behind your back.
Guys.
Hands behind your back.
Guys.
Listen, instructions. Follow. Listen, just follow the instructions, okay? Just calm down.
I'm Chris Hansen. No, you're not.
He tells the girl, I could probably teach you a few things. The decoy says, oh yeah, like what? And he responds, like, you know, some positions and moves. Then he says he likes soft.
Wait, what? Wait.
I could probably teach you a few things. The decoy says, oh yeah, like what? And he responds, like, you know, some positions and
Get out of here.
moves. Then he says he likes soft, sensual kissing. See, I like to make love.
Hey, I made some lemonade. Sit down for me. I'm gonna go change tonight. Well, hang on. You gotta be patient for that.
Just a hug?
No hug for me?
Hug?
I'm sorry?
No hug for me? Why don't you have a seat right over there for me?
No.
Oh, no what? Come on, have a seat.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, please sit down. You're sorry for what?
I think I know what this is.
Please sit down.
I'm not for that, seriously. You're probably gonna arrest me?
I'm not gonna arrest you now.
Cops will probably. I'm sorry, I'm not here really to do anything though.
He claims the girl he was coming to meet
He's
is
very yeah, exactly. This guy's very professional.
19, despite the fact that the decoy says she's
He just like dressed up for a fucking decoy. That's all he did. For like a 13-year-old.
13, not one.
I'm sure it's like a $20 like fucking button-down shirt. God damn. Fucking idiot.
But twice. Now, I've got the entire transcript here, and no place does it say that she's 19. I mean, you can go through it if you
No,
find
I
it, you
believe.
can tell me.
How old did she say she was?
13.
Wow.
He should. Chris should have said, "You tell me," because you're the one that chatted to him.
Oh. Are
She
you
says
serious?
that right off the get-go here.
You know, it would. I was actually home at that time, really
Right.
drunk. I probably didn't even pay attention.
So you didn't even notice that she was 13?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I have never ever been with a minor.
And how old are you?
I'm 20. Actually, 28. Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure?
That's
I'm positive.
crazy.
Actually, he's 30.
I'm on video.
Right now, yes, you are.
Can we turn that off, please?
No, we can't.
Where is the police? I know what's gonna happen.
It turns out, exclusively in it,
What do you do for a
knows exactly what he's just walked into.
I watched your show on Dateline. I would never do that.
So you've seen the show?
Yeah, I mean,
So
I
you've
already,
seen the show and you showed up here anyway?
I didn't know she was 13. I'm sorry.
Come on, no, but it says right there.
Could you please turn the camera off?
I
though?
cannot do that.
He's like, "Oh, come on."
You've seen the show?
Yeah, I mean,
So
I
you've
already,
seen the show and you showed up here anyway?
I didn't know she was 13. I'm sorry.
Come on, no, but it says right there.
Could you please turn the camera off?
Hey, Road, let's smoke some pot.
Cannot do that.
Instead, I remind him who I am.
Chris Ham.
Or anyone else who wants to partake.
Arrest me,
Dateline
please.
NBC.
I know, arrest me, please. I'm here.
In the good old devil's lettuce.
Here.
And the big cameras come out. Because he's seen our reports, he knows what's going to happen next.
The cops are here, so you can arrest me if you want.
That's true. The cops are here. Perverted Justice is working with the Petaluma Police Department, providing chat logs and other evidence needed for law enforcement to arrest any suspect who shows up at the house.
Well, I mean, I know the police is going to arrest me, so where do you want me to go and be arrested? I can explain to the police. I mean, look at me. Do you think I would do something like that? I'm very professional.
Well, I see a lot of people coming here who are very professional.
The police are staked out in the garage of the house
All walks of life are fucking pedophiles.
next door.
You stupid fuck.
As a man exits the backyard, law enforcement moves in.
It's unfortunate. That's the real fucking hard truth. All walks of life are pedophiles.
And then makes the arrest.
But normal people ain't. That makes sense. I don't fucking know what I mean. I'm so fucking high, getting hammered right now.
Step on out. Hands up. I'm here. Keep your hands up. I'm here. There you go.
He's taken to a booking station where he's photographed, read his rights,
Do you have the right to remain silent?
and interviewed by a detective, where he continues to insist that he thought the girl was 19.
I was drinking at that time, and I didn't really, pay attention while she's 13. Like, I mean, if I was awake and I had known, I would not be here.
Then he comes up with something we've never heard before.
That's I'm telling
I
you,
know all
it's
about to catch a predator
Oh, yeah,
defense.
absolutely. I mean, you can talk to Chris when I
Money for nothing.
said, I know who you are. I've seen the show many, many times. I mean, we talk about it at work. I would never do anything like that. Why am I being arrested many, many times? You can talk to Chris.
Look at the head size. I'm sorry, I don't know why.
Don't you think I would never do it?
Look at this. Look at the head size comparison. Like, look at the size. You can always tell. Here's a good tip for everyone. You can always tell and who's someone who isn't. Because majority of all cops have giant fucking heads. I don't know what it is, but it's fucking true. And I guarantee, after I said that, now you're going to be paying attention to all cops now. Look at the size of heads compared to everyone else's. It's usually always double the size of their fucking heads compared to everyone else's. I don't know what.
Do anything like that. Why am I being arrested? I haven't really done anything. Don't you think I should?
Because we prevented it. We prevented it from happening.
So why am I still arrested, though?
Because you came up here to prey on a 13-year-old girl.
I know, but that part is over. Whatever happened, I mean, don't you think I should be let go now?
So you can go find another 13-year-old? I have a responsibility.
Head comparison. Look, like this guy's head is like, god damn, this is like a doubled. The compared to the size of this guy, oh, man. Like this is a fucking melon that he has.
I'm responsible to keep my community safe.
You're right.
He's taken to the Sonoma County Jail, where he remained until he posted $30,000 bail.
Even this cop's head is bigger than this guy's. Like, look at that. Like, look at this. Like, look at this shit.
County Jail, where he remained until he posted $30,000 bail.
Boom. Boom. Like this guy's head's bigger than this guy's head. See?
What's your head getting in?
Boom. Oh yeah. So anyways, we're gonna jump over to some shark attacks. Yep, this is the one I wanted. So to give you a brief before we get into this story, this is the biggest recorded great white attack in history. The size of this great white that attacked this surfer, is estimated it's 7 meters long. This great white. Yeah, you heard me right. 7 meters. So 25, 23 feet. You're roughly it's estimated 23, so it could be a little bigger. and I would estimate the weight of that thing. You're looking around 3 ton. You're looking around 3 tons, 3-4 tons, I would say, for a shark that size. Fucking monster. That's a giant beast. Oh yeah, and this video is off. This story is off of Real Deal Outdoors story. He has a great voice and narrations for everything. I highly recommend to go over to his channel, subscribe to him, and hit that bell for him too, and hit that like button. Literally, boy, voice to voice. On average, shark like great whites, for instance, get up to 20 feet on average. Like your average white around 20 to 15 feet, give or take. But mostly around, they're going to be big. They're going to be big bastards. And yeah. And like I said, this one is a 7-meter great white. So you're looking at about close to the size of the movie Jaws, 25 feet. Oh yeah. The other thing with great whites too, and a lot of shark. Well, since we're on the subject of great whites, they don't stay in in a particular spot because they can travel. Like they'll travel like thousands of miles in a day. So yeah, so it's not so. I mean, if they find a good spot, like for like if they have like a health, like if they find like a healthy colony, like a pot of excuse me, of sea lions, like a pot of sea lions. I don't know what they're called. Pinniped, I think is what it is. Of sea lions. But if they find like a good sized like colony of sea lions and stuff and seals, they'll stay in a particular. They will stay in an area, but other than that, they'll start roaming around and around the oceans and scurrying for food and stuff. So yeah, let's get into this. I thought I would give you guys a little background, share some info on these guys.
It's December 19th, 1981. 24-year-old Louis Boren straps his surfboard to the roof rack of his car and heads for Moss Beach, just south of San Francisco. He's meeting a friend for a morning surf session. It's cold and overcast this day, but the high winds are driving a 15-foot storm swell, and the friends decide they'll make the most of it. They meet up on the south side of the beach and prepare to hit the waves.
It's to the left, like you, to the left.
They pull on their wetsuits and they make their way down the beach, where they enter the icy Pacific water and paddle out together. The surf is incredible this morning, and the friends catch some fantastic waves. They spend the entire morning on the water, and they ride the surf all day until lunchtime when the two decide that it's time to leave. They head back up the beach, they peel off their wetsuits, and then they make their way to the public parking area, where the two enjoy lunch together before heading home. Just after 2 p.m., Lewis and his friends say their goodbyes and they part ways, neither aware that it'd be for the last time. On his way
Man, that would suck ass.
back to his car, Lewis stops and stares out over the Pacific one more time. The conditions have deteriorated, and the beach is now deserted, but the surf is just too much for Lewis to pass on, and he decides to stay for a quick solo session before heading home.
See, that's the risk that you take when you do a solo session of surfing.
He heads back down to the beach and prepares for one more ride. As Lewis paddles out alone, an eerie feeling comes over him.
See, that's your senses kicking in. If you have that eerie feeling that you're by yourself, that yourself looks like a seal, and probably get that sense of feeling watched. Yeah, that would probably be a good sign to start heading in.
He can't shake the sense that he's being watched, even though he knows the beach is empty and no one is around. But Lewis is being watched from below by one of the ocean's deadliest predators, a massive great white shark. The shark follows cautious.
So, to give y'all a good sense too, the biggest recorded great white right now, I mean on video, is Deep Blue. She's about 21. I want to say about 20, around about 7, close to 7 meters. She's about 21, 22, somewhere. I want to say somewhere around that, but she's about as wide, like round. Like her girth is about as big as she is long. Her girth is about as long as she is.
Below the water surface, sizing up Lewis from
She's a good old BBW. She's a thick bitch.
Distance. On a fair weather day, Lewis may have been more aware of the animal's presence, but in the storm, visibility is poor, and the shark uses the cover to its advantage. The great white stealthily moves into position just below Lewis's board, and that's when it happens. It turns towards the surface and jets towards Lewis. As he's mid-stroke, the ocean erupts all around him. He's hit with immense force, and he feels an incredible pressure in his back and chest. And then, silence. Darkness. It's over in an instant.
See, that's the thing with great whites. With sharks in general, but with great whites, it's such a violent, brutal attack. But then it's gone within an instant, just like that. Like within the 20 seconds or however long it is, it's over in an instant. You're gone. Fuck. Man, I just got the chills. Baby.
Lewis is gone.
Woo-hoo, baby.
The next morning, two surfers walking Moss Beach discover Lewis's board washed ashore. It's missing a huge crescent section from the left side. They alert authorities, who turn the board over to the Monterey Marine Resources Lab for examination. The lab determines, based on tooth impressions, that the damage was caused by a white shark. News of a potential deadly shark attack travels fast and is widely reported.
Okay, if you aren't familiar, white shark, great white, same thing. Same animal.
In the media that the shark is estimated at 18 to 20 feet in length. But the measurements of the tooth impressions taken by researchers tell a different story. They put the shark at over 7 meters, or more than 23 feet long, making it the largest white shark ever recorded with verifiable evidence. a true giant.
That's a beast. 7 fucking meters. That is just a giant beast. That's an ocean fucking beast. Ancient beast coming towards you. Fuck.
Lewis
God damn, that gets me all fired up.
His remains aren't recovered and identified until 4 days later.
Horrible. Horrible what happened to the person. Like, rest in peace to, like, condolences to the family.
Later on Christmas Eve, just a half-mile north.
But just, that's a sure power and that's just ancient, like, strength coming towards you. Like, millions and millions of years of evolution coming your way. Oh my God.
North of where he was surfing in Spanish Bay.
It's like one of those you snooze, you lose games.
His body is completely intact aside from the single massive wound spanning his entire left chest cavity, which matches.
See, now that I see this, because I was listening to this at work, this story. Now that I see the actual photo of this.
Perfectly to the.
I wonder. Well, if that's a case, like, I can see where they could say that's an 8 foot great white. But if it was like a 23 footer, you didn't see all the bite. And that's what I think, yeah, that's what they were measuring is like the teeth width. Like, widthness between each bite. And I think that's how they figured out it was a 23 footer. That's how I'm
Missing section of surfboard. It's determined that Lewis passed instantaneously from the trauma, and that the attack was likely a single exploratory bite. The shark responsible is never captured or identified. What's up, everyone? I hope you enjoyed that video just in time for Shark Week. What I wanted to do, though, is take a second and thank all of y'all.
Yeah, that's the other way. The other reason why I'm doing like a lot of shark stuff because this Sunday coming up is Shark Week. I just to do a lot of the like shark related stuff. So yeah, we're jumping over to the Ohio, Greenville, TCAP. So let's jump over to Ohio, y'all.
Seen our stories on computer predators? Yeah. This is one of them.
Why did you come here in the first place? To see
Night Owl. Thanks for stopping by.
a 13-year-old girl.
Picture on the webcam, and his reaction is, "You are so hot."
What grade do you teach?
6th grade.
So you teach kids about the same age as the girl you were coming to see.
I'm ashamed. It's really ashamed.
So am I going to be on TV or what?
They're still out there, and we're still exposing them. A new Dateline investigation to catch a predator 4. Predators scouring the internet, targeting children for sex. It's a national problem that Dateline has helped uncover. Good evening and welcome to Dateline. I'm Stone Phillips.
I'm Ann Curry. We received such an overwhelming response from our last investigation, some 15,000 emails from parents, grandparents, teachers, and law enforcement. And here's what they had to say, quote, "Keep up the good work. Keep the issue alive. You're impacting lives."
So tonight we're back with our 4th undercover investigation. This time we travel to small-town America. Even far from big cities and suburbs, vulnerable young teens are not far from danger. A warning, some of what you're about to see is explicit. Here's Chris Hansen.
Do you watch Dateline NBC?
When I can.
Have you ever
He's a pedophile.
seen our stories on computer predators?
No, I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
We've set up a new computer sex predator operation in a new location, but this man's excuse sounds pretty old.
And what have you heard about those stories?
That people or there's pedophilers out there, but that's not my intention tonight. I just wanted to have a party and have a good time.
Hello?
One second, I gotta change my shirt.
Okay.
2 years ago, Dateline launched an undercover investigation into online sexual predators.
Hey, how are you? Okay.
Could you explain yourself?
And we had no idea we were about to
Yeah, explain yourself.
expose a national epidemic. Adults trolling the internet looking to meet young teens for sex.
What are you doing as a man of God, as a rabbi?
Our investigations revealed the enormity of the problem. Over the course of 3 undercover stings, we exposed almost 90 men.
Possibly you would have had sex with a 13-year-old boy.
Our past investigations have been in major metropolitan areas. The first near New York City, the second in a suburb of Washington, D.C., and the third close to Los Angeles.
Okay, get up, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Could it be that this is a crime that only happens in and around big cities? Or does it happen everywhere? Even in rural America. Tonight, our 4th investigation into internet predators. Only this time, we're going straight to the heartland. Greenville, Ohio. Population 13,000.
We're in the middle of nowhere. We're 45 minutes outside of Dayton, and we're 5-6 hours from Chicago.
Nestled among the cornfields and cow pastures, we found this large house, just the right size for our crew and specialty cameras.
All right, Dell's doing a great job. She's got the guy.
Frag and Dell, their screen names, are from pervertedjustice.com, an online watchdog group that for the last 4 years has been catching internet sex predators and exposing them.
4:00 p.m. is Gear Jammer.
We hired the organization as consultants so we could watch them do what they normally do, go into chat rooms and pose as 12 to 15-year-olds home alone, interested in having sex.
I'm pretty much the only one here.
So while the perverted justice decoys troll chat rooms, our crews set up 11 hidden cameras, 7 outside covering all angles of the driveway, side, and back of the house, and 4 cameras on the inside. What you're about to see happen to this man emerging from the shadows is going to repeat itself over and over again at our undercover house. He's 40-year-old Alonzo Wade. He's been chatting online about sex with a girl who said she was 15. When she says she's worried she'll get pregnant, he says, "I am fixed." He drives 104 miles, more than 2 hours, to meet the young teen home alone. And look, he's loaded down with alcohol.
Come on!
Dell, pretending to be the young girl, waves him in.
Where are you?
I'm just going upstairs to get a Band-Aid. I'll be right back down, okay?
All right.
Then he appears to pull down the zipper on the front of his pants. What he's planning to do next, we'll never know.
How are you tonight?
Fine.
He stops as soon as he sees me.
Now, what were you doing with your pants there when you were heading towards the door?
My zipper came down. Excuse me.
That some bitch didn't come down. You fucking pulled that down. Fucking bastard.
I was just going to go outside and make sure everything's okay.
Well, you brought quite the selection tonight.
Yes, sir.
What do we have here?
Well, that's
You got a smorgasbord.
mine.
Alonzo claims the 12-pack of beer and 2 6-packs of Mike's Hard Lemonade are all just for him.
Were you going to give any to the 15-year-old?
Oh, no. I don't do that.
And you
I
would
got a 15-year-old daughter myself.
Well, come
I
on,
asked her
Alonzo,
what-
you brought the 12-pack and 2 6-packs
I
here to this
said,
house.
what does she like to drink? That I say I was never what I was going to bring it. You got it in black and white that I said I'd bring it. But
And you brought it.
yes, I did.
You say that
But she also asked for it.
Alonzo says he didn't want to drink in front of his
I'm sorry?
daughter, so he came here to drink, not to have sex. But he seems to leave the door open.
It appears to be clear from this transcript that you are open to the idea of having sex with this girl.
No. Well, it appeared yes. Would I? No. Or maybe. All right. Maybe.
What is it, Alonzo? Yes, no, maybe so.
Maybe.
Maybe. So maybe you would have had sex with this girl.
Maybe.
What should happen to you?
I should go to jail.
There it is.
And that's
Your wish is my command, sir.
exactly what's about to happen.
Sheriff's office! Put the beer down right now! Put it down! Put your hands in the air!
Like our most recent investigation, perverted
I refuse to put the bear down.
Justice is cooperating with local law enforcement, providing the Darke County, Ohio Sheriff's men with the evidence needed to make an arrest. Here in Ohio, showing up for sex with a minor after soliciting them online is a felony. After deputies read Alonzo his rights...
Sir, listen to me right now.
Yes,
you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I have the right to remain silent, but I don't have the right for the capability.
He's taken in for questioning.
Spread your feet apart for me.
Photographed, fingerprinted, and put behind bars. Detective Mike Burns of the Darke County Sheriff's Department says he contacted Perverted Justice about doing a sting operation because he was looking for a way to combat internet predators in his area.
It was just a miracle from heaven.
I should go to counseling, get off the internet.
And as far as meeting our needs, because we're struggling so badly to get things going that, you know, here it is. Here's the answers for you.
The detective and his men will conduct their stakeout from the house across the street and in the mobile home behind our house. Just as they did with Alonzo, once a suspected predator goes in the house, Detective Burns will have his men move into place, ready to make the arrest.
Where are you at?
Get ready for the parade of potential predators, this time here in the heartland of America.
Up next, you may be surprised who exactly...
I just opened 2 beer cans with my beer can. You're not...
He does come calling a fireman and a student at an evangelical Christian college.
I don't know if I'd really be able to go through with it.
But you walked in the door.
To Catch a Predator 4 returns.
We're having a stone cold beer bash over at the Falkor household right now.
Returns in a moment.
Our latest computer predator investigation is in full swing. All 11 of our hidden cameras are in place. And a suspected sex predator who approaches the house will be videotaped.
See, God damn it. I still don't understand the whole, like, throwing mulch and shit out here. You got a fucking wheelbarrow at the end of the driveway, and then I don't know what the hell this thing is that's all blowed over.
Taped from the minute he pulls into the driveway
Run into his car.
until the
The most random, like, smorgasbord that they could ever have. They throwed it out there.
sheriff's men spring into action.
Sheriff's office, let me see.
They, like, throwed it out there and was like, all right, good enough.
Your hands.
Get on the ground! Get down!
Arrest him.
You have the right to remain silent. You understand that right?
I don't have the right.
And take him away in handcuffs. More than 20 Perverted Justice members are in Ohio and
No, I have the right to remain silent, but I don't have the capability to.
surrounding area chat rooms posing as 12 to 15-year-olds. They've set up profiles using pictures of young teens and posted personal information like age, sex, and location. Some of the profiles are on social networking websites like MySpace and TeenSpot.
He's in Cincy.
The decoys from Perverted Justice are waiting to be instant messaged by a potential predator. In a matter of seconds, men start hitting on the decoys. This man, screen name Green-Eyed 121, even goes so far as to suggest phone sex. He found our 13-year-old decoy, Katie Did Sings, on MySpace.com. He types,
I have an idea, but it's a little weird.
What?
I did it with another girl, but I don't know if you want to. Call me up and let me listen to you as you yourself to orgasm.
The decoy quickly declines the offer, saying her dad wants her to get off the computer and come downstairs. Green-Eyed 121 doesn't seem to mind. After all, he's already made a date for sex with her in person. Katie Did Sings told him she would be home alone for the weekend.
I have good news. I can come over Friday and stay the night, too.
He's coming all the way back, Going towards the front.
Green-Eyed 121 is scheduled to arrive at our undercover house around noon.
See, this is a First of all, this is a telltale sign of a decoy house, I would say. You have this entrance blocked off, and then you have another entrance blocked off. You can't go anywhere else, get the fuck out. Or it's just a lazy bastard kid that doesn't want to do any chores anymore. Like nowadays.
Sure enough, here he is, right on time. Our hidden cameras are rolling.
Quiet, quiet, quiet.
He's 23-year-old Nathan Downhauer. He says he's a student at an evangelical university. And what does he plan to do with Katie Did Sings? His chat log is quite explicit.
My hands will travel down your smooth body till we reach your pants. Here we will remove your pants and underwear, revealing
Oh, yeah, we're getting down to the after-hour shit.
your beautiful nude body.
And like so many of the other potential predators, his chat turns too X-rated for network television. And now he's in our living room.
Hey, Nathan?
Yep.
I just cut the crap out of my toe. I'm getting a Band-Aid. Hold up the kitchen counter for a second, okay?
Okay.
Could you do me a favor and just go ahead and seat right everything else out of our please?
He drove more than an hour to keep his date for sex with a girl he thought was 13 and home alone. But he says by the time he got to the door, he changed his mind.
I don't know if I'd really be able to go through with it.
But you walked in the door.
And as I read some of what he said online, he doesn't sound like a man who plans to back out.
You get into very graphic detail.
I love him. I don't know why. I get highly aroused. Oh, man. No, but I love it when Chris gets on. You go into graphic detail. I just love how he enunciates. You go into graphic detail.
Sound like a man who plans to back out.
You get into very graphic detail.
You get into graphic detail.
About what you want to do to him.
Fantasy.
And this guy sounds like a fucking serial killer after he starts fucking talking.
Is dreamed up online or in your mind. Things you might not be able to willingly do when it comes down.
Okay, Jeffrey Dahmer. Jesus fucking Christ. Chill the fuck out, bro.
I will gently cup and massage your soft breasts, kiss them, and run my tongue along them. And it goes on from there, in graphic detail. What are we to make of this?
I'm not sure.
Go fuck off upstairs.
I don't know what the law says about this.
Well, it's illegal.
But nothing has happened yet.
Well, I know. But it's illegal for someone to use the internet to solicit somebody who's 13 for sex.
That I was unaware of.
Sheriff's office, get on the ground. On the ground right now. On the ground!
Later, you'll see Green-Eyed 121 get a quick lesson on the law from detectives waiting outside. But now, another stranger has just pulled in the driveway.
In the driveway. In our driveway.
Online, he calls himself J10072960. He's also been chatting with the decoy Katie Did Sings. Remember, her profile says she's only 13. He tells her he's a fireman. Then he gets worried she's a cop.
How do I know you're not a cop? Laugh out loud.
I'm not a cop. How do I prove it?
Call my cell and leave a sexy message.
She does. And then he wants to take it even further and moves on to the...
No, you say you want a nude. You want a nude photo. If they don't give it, then burn everything.
subject of phone sex. He asks, "You like hearing guys moan?
Then burn your fucking house down."
I want you to call now and make me moan. Katie Did Sing says, "I will hear you when you get here." And there's something else. He seems to have a thing for feet.
Want me to rub your feet?
Yeah.
Now I'm getting turned on.
The man with the apparent foot fetish is really 21-year-old Jason Shopner.
Where you at?
I gotta go get a Band-Aid before I bleed all over the rug.
Oh, classic Dell move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm bleeding all over the rug. Classic Dell.
Why don't you hang out, have a seat right next to the bar.
Chris was on the TV for a second. Like, he's that arrogant bastard that put himself on the TV.
Keep your hands out of your pockets. Come on, just go over and have a seat, please. No, sir. Right here, please.
Smoke some pot.
What's going on? Why don't you tell me to get things started? Tell me what was happening.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I do. I'm sorry.
You're sorry for what?
And it turns out Jason really does work at a firehouse as a paramedic.
Now, in your chat here, You essentially say you're a firefighter.
Yeah.
Don't you think that might impress a 13-year-old girl?
Well, look, I'm sorry.
Honestly,
what was your plan here?
Honestly, any profession would impress a 13-year-old.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I seriously don't know.
Well, it looks like you knew based upon this chat. Want me to rub your feet?
No,
yeah.
no, okay, all right.
What would have happened if I had not been here?
I would have done something stupid.
With a 13-year-old girl?
I don't know, probably.
If a 13-year-old girl had been here?
Yeah.
And you won't believe what else he admits.
Do you ever watch television?
Yeah.
Do you ever watch Dateline?
Dateline?
Dateline NBC? Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen our stories on computer predators?
Yeah, I've seen it.
This is one of them.
Oh, no.
So even after seeing our previous investigations, watching men being confronted and arrested, he wasn't discouraged from doing the very same thing. And as you'll see later, he's not the only one.
Yeah, and I see.
The fucking irony of that, watching the fucking show and then end up being on it.
This on TV. You've seen this on TV before.
The fucking odds of that, and then on top of that, you're destined to be on the show. Unfortunately. Like, there is no good case scenario. It's just fortunate that a lot of these predators got caught by Chris and perverted justice, honestly. It saved a lot of kids from being assaulted. So, which is good that these pedophiles are getting fucking caught. But the scary part is there's a shit ton more that haven't been caught yet. And they're fucking everywhere.
Investigation continues.
And they're from all walks of life.
We hear something we've never heard before.
My religion.
Men talking about religion.
My Bible.
I have no one else to turn to but God.
I go to church every Sunday.
When we come back, how far will these guys go? A 2-hour trip to meet an underage teen.
What makes a man get in a car and drive 2 hours
there you go, bro.
at 2 o'clock in the morning?
There we go, voice
To Catch a Predator 4 continues in a moment.
We got Mario.
We're a small community. For the most part, everybody knows everybody.
The voice of voices in here. I got you, bro. I got Mr. Mario.
Because we're in such a remote location, most of the men coming to our undercover house have to drive miles and miles over country roads. Some even cross state lines.
He's coming over here.
This 23-year-old drove from Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's about 103 miles, more than 2 hours away. He brought alcohol for someone he thinks is 13.
Did you bring the mics?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll be right back.
And this man pulling up to our house is from Reynoldsburg, Ohio, 112 miles away. He drove more than 2 hours to meet with someone who said she was an underage teen home alone. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Like all the other men who visit, he has no idea our hidden cameras are rolling.
Where are you at?
Dude, he just barged into that some bitch like it was nothing.
Hidden cameras are rolling.
Boom.
Where are you at?
I have to go.
Why is that door not shut? First of all.
Change out of my clothes, okay?
Okay.
I didn't happen to notice that just now.
Just sit at the bar for a second, okay? I'll be right back down.
It's a little late to be prowling around these parts, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Sleeves! What's up, homie? Sleeves! Sleeves!
Isn't it?
Why don't you have a seat right
What's up, bro?
over here for me?
His name is Tim Isaac, screen name Park and Ride 469, 42-year-old training manager for a global transportation company. He's been chatting online this evening about having oral sex with a girl who said she was 15, Sadie the Smarty. He wants to know if the sex talk has made her aroused. Sadie the Smarty types, well, no.
Are you highly aroused, Sleeves, like how I am right now? You're here?
Not yet. Talk doesn't do anything for me. Park and Ride types back. Well, my tongue will.
What makes a man get in a car and drive 2 hours?
I don't know, just somebody want
What makes gum?
to meet me and I want to meet them, I guess.
At 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I didn't really want to. I mean,
You didn't really wanna, bro. You did.
I wasn't looking for nothing. You want
You. Never mind.
walk into a house? Well, I wouldn't. I mean,
You showed up to a house at 2:30 in the morning. I just want to slug this guy right in the mouth.
I was kind of scared about it, to be honest with you. I mean,
well, you walked in.
I mean, I'm not looking for. I mean, to like do anything or anything. I got boys that are 20 and 21, sir. Sorry. Yes, sir.
What if one of your kids was home alone and some guy walked in the back door just all happy as heck to be here?
To be honest with you, I wouldn't like it. Sorry, I'm just nervous.
What made you think it was okay at 42 years old to walk into a home at roughly 2:30 in the morning where a 15-year-old girl was apparently home alone?
Well, I wasn't for sure she was 15 or not, to be honest.
Well, that's what she said on the internet.
Perhaps I can refresh his memory by reading some of his chat log.
You're only 15, a little young for this, aren't you? Yep, I'm 15, and no, I'm not. Okay. Are you still a virgin?
Unfortunate that a pedophile's wearing it. That vintage the vintage Ohio State stuff.
Stupid question for an older man to ask a girl like that.
But baby, 15 can get me 20.
Yeah, it probably can. It probably will.
You ever do any time before?
Very little time for some DUI.
DUI?
Yeah. Nothing like this, sir. God, man.
You ever do this sort of thing before?
No. This is the first time I ever done something like this.
First time.
That's the same claim we've heard from almost every man we've ever confronted. And most say they really weren't going to do anything sexual. Our sting in Ohio is no different. But one subject does come up for the first time. Religion.
This is first.
This is your first time?
Yeah, and I thought, I'm like, I shouldn't do that. It is also against my religion.
It's against your religion.
Mm-hmm.
He's 27-year-old Davut Azkan, screen name Nakzox, a graduate student from Turkey. He had a sexually charged online chat with a decoy posing as a 15-year-old.
You say at one point, I don't want to have any problem, you know. Kissing is okay.
Yeah.
But you also say, in the next breath, have you ever seen a blank, meaning penis?
Mm-hmm.
I have on the internet, she says. Then you say, so do you want to see mine?
It is not good. I shouldn't do that.
You can play with my blank.
Yes. Please don't read. You can read yourself.
I mean, it sure seems like you knew what you were talking about here, and you knew what you wanted from this 15-year-old girl.
I don't want to have sex, but...
The 27-year-old admits he knew what he was doing was against the law.
If you're so religious, if you knew it was so wrong, why did you walk into this house?
I don't know.
And he wasn't the only one claiming to be religious. Here comes 20-year-old Josh Tuttle, screen name Goodbody1330. He's been chatting online with someone who says she's 13 and a virgin.
That's Justin Timberlake here, or oh Jesus.
1330. He's been chatting online with someone who says she's 13 and a virgin. Jesse's Messy, 13.
Oh boy.
After she tells him she has a big screen
Turkish delight.
TV, he says, hee, that's great. So we can watch movies and cuddle, kiss and make out. Then head up to your bedroom and touch each other and have sex. Then he adds, we can get drunk if you want to, if it will make it feel that much better.
Not drunk. You'll make it that whiskey dick. That's a party foul like a mofo. So what you want to do is, hey, get some marijuana, get high as giraffe pussy, and then start railing the chick. That is of age, ladies and gentlemen. That is the key. Of age.
And now...
And you'll be ready to go.
Here he is, walking in the door.
Just sit at the bar for a second, Kay. I'll be right back down.
Okay.
Did you bring the rum?
No. I'll explain when you get down.
Okay.
Well, why don't you explain it to me instead?
He says he didn't bring the rum because his brother...
I think he just shit him. I swear to God, he just shit his pants.
Well, why don't you explain it to
He was thinking it was about to be a fart, and then...
I'll explain when you get down.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Well, why
just
don't
shit
you
himself. Yep, he just shit his
explain it
pants.
to me instead?
He says he didn't bring
And the best part is he has to sit in it.
the rum because his brother drank it. Goodbody 1330 goes on to explain that making the decision to come here was a tough one. He says he went to his best friend, and believe it or not, says he also turned to the church for guidance.
I have low self-esteem, and I have no one else to turn to but God. So I went and I talked to my pastor.
And what did this pastor tell you?
It's wrong to do, and that you should have more faith in yourself.
But you're here, Josh.
To make new friends.
To make new friends.
Yes,
with
sir.
a 13-year-old girl home alone.
He says he only came here to watch movies and hang out, but his chat and something else tell a different story.
Did you bring condoms with you?
No, sir.
There's no condoms in your pocket.
I have one, but that's just...
Okay, so that's one lot.
I carry that with me all the time.
But you said you didn't bring any, and you did. So that's a lie.
Yes, sir. But I corrected myself. I'm sorry.
We'll hear more from Goodbody later. Now let's look at a truly unusual case. Here's a man who seems to be casing the house, afraid to pull in. After driving by several times, he finally makes his move and walks in the back door.
Hello? Oh, I want to take my coat off. I'm sweating to death after I was freezing.
Why don't you come on in and have a...
What? 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 What?
seat real quick.
Okay.
He's 33-year-old John back door.
Hello? Oh, I want to take my coat off. I'm sweating to death after I was freezing.
Why don't you come on in and have a seat real quick.
Okay.
He's 33-year-old John France, a mechanical engineer. He's been chatting online with a decoy who says she's 14. Unlike all the men you've met so far...
That's rage! Oh. That's for you, homie.
France, whose screen name is Net Buckeye, is very careful when it comes to talking about sex. When the decoy, Chicky Girl, asks, got any condoms? He says, what are those? Just kidding. Then he says, no worries. She says, is that a yes? And he replies, don't worry, I'm not going to do anything without a condom. But when I confront him, he says he has no interest in sex.
I'm confused, though. So if you don't have any interest in that sort of activity, why then chat up a 14-year-old girl and come to visit her?
I'm lonely. That is the
Jesus Christ, where did it begin?
bottom line.
Really?
Yes. Very lonely.
And once again...
Dude, I'm lonely 24-7. You don't see me going fucking like that.
This man also says he's religious.
Is there a church group or a saloon or?
There is.
I mean,
I go to church every Sunday, and it's like, and in fact, I'm going to a new church now because I'm not happy with my old one. But
so does this new church teach that it's okay to come over and visit 14-year-old girls who are home alone with no parents?
They would not recommend that. No.
Then France says something we've never heard before.
Can I have you read something?
Sure.
Okay.
He tells us that out in his car, there's an envelope on the passenger seat. So Dell goes out to get it.
I was concerned for my safety.
Jenny, thanks for stopping by. Welcome.
You have to understand. I mean, things like that happen.
You show up and somebody beats you up or something like that?
Well, yeah, stuff like that. I mean, or worse. I mean, they could have taken my life for all I know.
He opens the note and starts to read.
At 8 p.m. tonight, I'm meeting a person whom I met online.
He goes on to say that
probably goes to the Westboro Baptist Church.
The girl tried to lure him into talking about sex, which he politely declined, and that he's suspicious about her identity.
If she really is who she says she is, my intention is to befriend her and try to mentor her.
So could this man really be here just to mentor a troubled teen? Detective Burns says he's not buying this story.
Well, we refer to it at the office as an alibi letter.
Alibi letter.
Yeah.
He's not buying that, he just stopped by.
was composed in such a way that it's our belief that he put it there, that if he should get caught, made it appear that he was completely innocent.
And the detective says the way France cased our house does not make him look like a man on a rescue mission.
When you look at a vehicle that pulls up in front and stops, drives by, comes back, does the same thing again, if it is his intent that he's going to go in there and counsel with this girl, why would you struggle with that issue? I think we saw the battle from within as to whether or not he was going to get caught.
How you doing? But because his case is so unusual, he doesn't get arrested.
At this time, we just want to talk to you.
Until after his interrogation.
Sheriff's office, get your hands up, get on the ground! Get on the ground!
For all the other men, the detectives don't hesitate to take them into custody.
To that, this guy didn't get tased.
You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Actually, I just wish every pedophile would get tased.
Sure.
What?
I don't care if you're giving up or you're getting fucking tased. You're rounding that fucking line.
What will they say when we tell them they're about to be exposed on national TV?
I'm ashamed.
And if you put this on the air, I'll sue.
Oh, boy.
Coming up, the suspects walk out.
If you put this on the air, man, I'll sue.
The police move in. We'll take you inside the interrogation room.
The whole plan was to have sex with this 13-year-old when you got here, correct? That was the original plan.
Dude, he sounds like Ted fucking Bundy.
To Catch a Predator 4 continues.
Welcome back to Dateline's fourth undercover investigation into online sex predators. This time, we're far from the bright lights of America's big cities and suburbs and in the heart of rural America, Greenville, Ohio, a community of just 13,000 people. Well, so far, we've seen how men will drive for hours,
God damn it, NC Sleeve. He definitely lost that battle.
crossing state lines to meet up with someone
Brian Cave, thanks for stopping by, my friend.
they think is an underage teen, home alone. Well, now they're about to learn what's really happening.
Oh, boy.
They're being exposed on national television. Again, Chris Hansen.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Oh, I understand.
And we're doing a story
you don't.
on adults going on the internet, trying to
I love how he's wearing an OCC shirt, too.
hook up with teens.
Right.
Now,
Orange County Child.
See the cameras coming in and everything.
Remember 40-year-old Alonzo Wade? He brought a case of alcohol to meet a person he thought was 15.
I know, all I want to do is...
Not a variety. He brought a smorgasbord.
You're trying to find a pedophile. I'm not.
But you're
trying to find a pedophile.
Here. I'm here to party.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so is Majestic. And I'm partying by myself like a fucking
maybe
fool.
have sex with a teenager.
Maybe.
And with 6 other people. 5. 4. I don't know how many people are in here. Here's me.
He decides he's had enough, picks up his alcohol, and starts to leave.
And if you put this on the air, I'll sue.
Who are you, sir?
A few other men head for the door as soon as they find out who I am. But even here in Ohio, many of the men keep talking, even after they find out they're going to be on TV.
It's in the law's hands and God's hands.
You sound like a pretty religious guy.
Yes, sir.
You're free to leave, free to have your condom back.
Thank you.
I'm ashamed.
Okay.
Dude, Alonzo Wade looks like he would be a shotgunner.
Truly ashamed.
And what about the men who've seen our previous investigations?
Do you ever watch Dateline NBC? Yeah, and I've seen this on TV.
This guy got one too many spray tans.
You've seen this on TV before.
Remember this 23-year-old man who drove across state lines and brought alcohol for a 13-year-old?
You've seen this on TV before, so you know what's about to happen then. No. This is the part where I say, I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and the cameras come out.
Okay, I realized I made coming here was a mistake. Good thing that it didn't progress to nothing further.
It was a good thing that we were here and a 13-year-old girl was not.
Yeah.
So that's the good news tonight.
But I don't know, I just apologize if I offended anybody.
Have you ever seen our stories on computer predators?
Yeah, I've seen
This is one of them.
it. Oh, no.
This is the 21-year-old paramedic with the apparent foot fetish who came to meet a 13-year-old.
So you've seen these stories before.
Yeah. Wow, they really initiated that one. Foot fetish.
Oh, no.
This is the 21-year-old paramedic with the apparent foot fetish who came to meet a 13-year-old.
So you've seen these stories before. Yeah. Didn't you for 1 minute?
I'm surprised he didn't say, look at me. Look at me in fucking eyes. That's what I would say. Look at me in my fucking eyes, asshole.
Did think that this might have been something just like that? Yeah. But you came anyway.
It looks as if...
Be like, look at me, goddamn.
If he doesn't want to leave. Since he's admitted seeing our earlier broadcasts, he probably knows what's going to happen next. Finally, after several requests,
so I'm going to have to ask what you're going on.
He gets up and walks out the door, right into the arms of the detectives from the Dark County Sheriff's Office.
Sheriff's Office, let me see your hands. Put your hands up.
All along, Dell from Perverted Justice has been running across the street, giving the detectives chat logs of potential predators before they arrive.
We're able to look down through the chat logs and determine whether or not a crime had been committed. Once we knew for sure that somebody was coming, I was maintaining contact with Perverted Justice through radio means.
Here he comes.
So as the men leave, the deputies move in and arrest them.
Sheriff's Office, get on the ground. On the ground right now.
And charge them with attempted unlawful sexual conduct with a minor, a felony. In Ohio, in order for prosecutors to file the most serious charges, a police officer needs to be involved in the online chat or phone conversation. Since, in this case, Perverted Justice members are the decoys, the Sheriff's Department temporarily deputized the PJ volunteers who were in our house.
You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
After they are read their rights, the men are taken to this auxiliary building for an official interview. Now it's the detective's turn to ask the question.
Why did you come here in the first place? To see a 13-year-old girl in that house.
What they've already told Dateline is eye-opening. Now wait until you hear what they revealed to detectives. Remember Green-Eyed 121, the 23-year-old who typed a detailed description about having sex with a 13-year-old? Remember, he's a student at an evangelical Christian college.
I couldn't stop thinking about it. What would happen if I got caught? I was caught.
Sheriff's deputies find a box of condoms in his car, but he tells the detective they just happened to be there.
Have you ever had sex before? No, never. So you have a box of condoms with you. You've never had sex before. The whole plan was to have sex with this 13-year-old when you got here, correct?
Dr. Horsteak.
That was the original plan. Okay.
He insists he wasn't going to go through with it. Detectives also question the 42-year-old who showed up at 2 in the morning planning to meet a girl who told him she was 15.
I have to go change out of my clothes, okay?
Okay.
He tries to convince the detective he had no intention of having sex with a 15-year-old.
You would like me to believe that you just traveled 112 miles for a couple of hours.
You know what?
Ride,
I would like you to believe that.
Just to visit a 15-year-old girl whose parents aren't home.
I'm sure you would, Travis.
And you want her to keep that a secret?
Yep.
Okay. And you still have me believe that, despite the fact I have chat in here about you talking about, are you wet yet?
Well, I'd like for you to think the better half of me, but you got what you got there, and doesn't look good on me.
It doesn't look good for this man either, the 21-year-old paramedic who has a thing for feet.
What did you and Kat discuss or plan specifically to do once you met her, knowing she was 13 years old?
Hang out.
Hang out?
Oh, this is my boy. This is my detective boy right there. That's my boy right there. That's my boy, Blue.
Nothing else?
I don't know. I guess sexual stuff.
Sexual stuff? Like what? You're talking about kissing and
kiss,
what else?
Rubber feet, stuff like that.
Rubber feet?
When him and Kenneth get into it, oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Once the interrogations are over, the men are taken to the county jail, where they're photographed.
Don't take.
Fingerprinted.
In your right hand.
Don't take.
Don't take.
Sorry.
Fingerprinted.
In your right hand.
Strip searched and put behind bars, awaiting a hearing before a judge. Most face up to 18 months in prison.
Where are you?
But our story doesn't end there. The next man you'll meet has a dark secret, a secret that's about to come out, and it's going to shock an entire community.
Why don't you just tell me what you do for a living?
I'd rather not say.
Coming up, a potential predator asks to see his prey.
Where are you?
And he does, but it's not who he thinks.
I was like, well, are you going to call if you're coming or if you're not coming? He's like, I'll call either way.
When To Catch a Predator 4 continues.
Are you going to call if you're coming or...
They really did like that fucking camera sound effect right
Decoy
there.
you see chatting is a 19-year-old actress. We've hired her to play the role of a young teen on the phone
But I'd really like to see you.
and on a webcam.
All right, let's
I'm sorry, I'm running out of minutes right now.
pull up my webcam first.
This potential predator thinks he's chatting with our actress who's posing as a 13-year-old virgin. It's actually Dell from Perverted
Are you sure it's not Omegle?
Justice typing on the computer. He's 26-year-old James Rutherford, screen name IU Rutherford. He's been chatting.
Are you sure that he's not in some like Iraqi or some type of imprisonment right now? He looks like a fucking prisoner somewhere.
Online for more than a week with Princess Danica.
And he started out very slowly, trying to convince her that he could be trusted. He was a good guy. He ended up getting on webcam.
And what does the 26-year-old do with his webcam? He starts putting on a show. He takes off his shirt, flexes his muscles, and even shows off his pierced tongue. He tries to convince the decoy to do a bit of a show as well. Several times he asks the actress to show him her stomach. She finally agrees, and he says, "Nice tummy, hun. I want to lick that." Then he says, "I owe you something now, don't I?"
And then he starts pulling the boxers down a little bit. Doesn't go all the way down.
Remember, he's talking to an actress who he thinks is 13 as he watches her on a webcam. As the
How does he not notice the pencil in her hair?
chat progresses and plans are made to meet, he types, "I'm so freaking horny. You know, if you had me naked, I'd want more, right?" But just before he gets in his car to come over, he calls.
There's that BlackBerry.
I was really looking forward to it. That's not fair. I'm so bored here.
It appears the man is having second thoughts. Could it be that he's actually having a change of heart and is questioning his own behavior?
I was like, well, are you going to call if you're coming or if you're not coming? He's like, I'll call either way.
A few hours go by and we don't hear anything from Rutherford. We assume he's not coming.
Okay, gotcha. I'm familiar with that approach.
Until suddenly someone spots him
What
pulling
does
into
that
the
even
driveway. That's
I'm
his red
familiar with that
Corvette
post.
driving around to the back of the house. The decoy goes out to wave him in.
Come on in.
Hey, let's rub on out.
The door's open.
Where are you?
Once he leaves, I will not leave you out, homie. We'll have a circle jerk.
Oh, I'm just going to go finish getting ready. I'll be right there.
Come here.
No, I promise I'll be right back.
I'm just kidding.
Right there. Just wait. You got to be a little patient.
Actually, I want you to come here.
That's what I thought.
Rutherford says he had a feeling this was a setup. Still, there was no denying what he'd been up to.
Who did you think you were going to meet here?
Just this kid I've been talking to.
This kid.
I know she's a kid.
How old?
13, 14.
13. And how old are you?
Too old for 13, 14-year-old.
Too old.
But there's one thing he doesn't want to tell us.
What do you do for a living, Jim?
I'd rather not say.
Loser eats it.
Who do you work for?
I'll get to that in a minute.
No, I'd really like to know. I'm sure I'm on TV or something right now.
Apparently, the man has seen our investigations before and doesn't want to reveal what he does for a living on national TV. So I ask him again.
Why don't you just tell me what you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
And what grade do you teach?
6th grade.
6th
That's the
grade.
best kid.
So you teach kids about the same age as the girl you were coming to see.
James Rutherford is a 6th grade teacher at a Catholic school in Cincinnati, where he also coaches track.
What?
He drove 2 hours to get here.
I would never do anything.
Oh,
I
fuck
don't know why I'm
off.
here.
You were on your webcam, showing off in front of this 13-year-old girl.
Oh, fuck off.
And the conversation you had with this girl
was bad. I know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. I need help.
Then the teacher offers this excuse.
I am going through a divorce. My wife Thursday told me she was leaving me.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it right for you to have this kind of a discussion.
And I shouldn't have.
The teacher admits he's chatted with underage kids before and was worried that it had become a problem for him, a serious problem that was getting worse.
I've thought about this a lot.
I'm sorry?
For years. Maybe I should just stop. Maybe I should get counseling. Maybe I should get help. And now I thought, well, it's not that big a deal. I've never taken it to this step.
Not a big deal.
I don't know if this week has just pushed me over the edge.
But fortunately, he's fallen over the edge into our undercover investigation instead of an encounter with a real child.
Do you ever watch Dateline NBC?
Oh, damn. I've
Right
seen
back
one of these.
now.
You've seen one of these.
Yeah. You know, that was one of the reasons I thought, why am I doing this? This could be a setup.
You've actually seen our previous programs on computer predators.
I didn't think I was a predator. I wasn't coming up here for anything physical.
That's a common excuse we've heard again and again, and this man knows it.
I know you've heard this. Hell, I've seen people sit here and say the same stuff.
You were suspicious. You had seen our previous stories. Probably got a chuckle out of what happened to some of these guys.
Yeah, and honestly, I sat there and watched and thought, those guys are sick. Why would you do that? And that was what, a month and a half ago? And then here I am.
But what about the young students he comes in contact with every day? Has this teacher ever crossed that line? His online chat comes uncomfortably close.
I could be your teacher. Would you flirt with me? She says wink at you and stuff. Hee hee, okay.
I've never, ever crossed a line like that with a person that I was a student. Ever. Not even thought about it. I guess maybe it was just like online, it was like they weren't real.
But I guess the question that some people might ask is this. If you eventually evolved to the point where you'd come here to meet a 13-year-old girl after this kind of conversation, at what point do you suddenly become interested in kids in the school you teach? Right? It's a legitimate question.
He evolved into a chomo.
He talked to us for more than 40 minutes. Several times he asked, are the police outside? Am I going to get arrested? In fact, while he was inside, detectives from the Darke County Sheriff's Office had moved into place and were waiting to arrest him.
Well, Jim, I appreciate that.
I'm sorry. I mean, and tell that kid I'm sorry, too. All right?
I will.
In the end, what started as a possible meeting with a child ends in an encounter with police.
Sheriff's Department, stop, put your hands on your head.
In which he confesses even more during interrogation.
I think you do have a problem.
Obviously.
And you've admitted that, okay? That you have talked to minors before, 13 years of age. Do you masturbate while you're doing this?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I have, yeah.
So you're so driven by this, okay?
But sir, and it's not like
just listen to me.
Well, no,
okay?
I think I feel like I should at least tell you. It's not like I go on there specifically looking for little kids.
Tuck your head.
Regardless of his
bullshit
explanation, the teacher is transported just like all the other men to the county jail, where he's photographed,
Turn to your right.
fingerprinted, strip searched, and thrown in jail. From his jail cell, he calls his employer.
He resigned that position yesterday in order to spare his students, and
what happens to him next is in the court's hands.
Bound to surround this case.
Coming up, a reality check for parents. What's your child doing online? We ask America's teens when To Catch a Predator 4 continues. All of our predator investigations have been predicated on the idea that teenagers are willing and sometimes eager to share very personal information online. Well, what are kids really up to on the computer? They may not always want to tell you, but they did tell us in a new nationwide survey. It comes down to one simple rule, experts say. Kids online should mean parents on alert.
If you could actually look through cyber glasses and see who's peering in your window, who's reading your daughter's blog, who's cyber stalking your son, it is reality.
Fuck off!
Do teens let strangers into their online world? In a survey conducted by the intelligence group, Dateline questioned 500 teenagers across the country, ages 14 to 18, about their computer habits. When asked if they chat online to people they've never met before, an overwhelming majority said yes, whether it's all the time, sometimes, or not very often. When asked if someone they've met online has wanted to meet them in person, 58% said yes, and 29% said they had a scary experience online. What about personal information, tools a predator can use like a name, a picture, an address, a birthday? When asked if they talk about personal information on the internet, about half the teens said yes, they do. We also asked if they did things online they would not want their parents to know about. Again, about half said yes. More than 90% told us that they were responsible when they used the computer. But what about friends, classmates, other teens? The answer, a big no. Most said other teens are not behaving responsibly online, which should be a red flag to parents.
Where are you at?
And that brings us back to the parade of suspected...
That's more... Okay. Majority of the... Okay, I'm not going to lie. Back in my day, even still to this day, back then, yeah, you're just looking up porn. That's all it is. It's just porn. Literally. Yeah. I mean, you're growing up, you just fucking figured out the internet, and then you're just looking at... Yeah. Yeah, trying to get yourself off. Trying to find a good time. I mean, this thing. So, anyways, we're gonna take a break from this TCAP call. Pretty much is done and over with. Anyways, so the next agenda tonight is crocodiles. So the next story that we're gonna do is one. It's fascinating. So I maybe not have to play this video because I might have to, because I could pretty much just summarize it itself, and then y'all will know might not even have to watch the video. So because I know the story pretty well. So the next story that I'm going to tell, actually narratively by myself, and not even going to watch the video because I know this story pretty well. So in World War II, towards the end of it, in 1945, the British decided to invade this island because the Japanese had a airstrip on this island called Ramree. So Ramree is home to a lot of like small mammals. It's also like a very small island. So pretty much like the Japanese through their time of reign on Ramree, pretty much there's about 1,000 Japanese soldiers on this island. Before I get any further, and it's right off the coast of Myanmar, known as Burma. It's next to Thailand, I believe, if I remember correctly. So anyways, and also Myanmar Island is home to a lot, and I mean a lot, of saltwater crocodiles. So these giant bastards, saltwater crocodiles, they can get up to 20 feet in length. So just to give you a rough summary of these guys. So when the British invaded this island, Ramree, they forced all the Japanese soldiers basically into the mangroves, swamps, and everything. And one of the soldiers ended up getting shot, from what I understand. So another soldier ended up carrying this Japanese soldier on top of his shoulders, basically, while the whole other platoon is in front of him. And obviously going through mangrove, like through the swamps and everything, and carrying a bastard on your fucking shoulders. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna get wear down a little bit. And especially like stepping over shit. So anyways, this guy carrying this guy that got shot by the not by the Japanese, by the British. So anyways, like the guy that's carrying him, he's getting tired and stuff, and so he's gradually getting farther and farther away from people, from his platoon and stuff, to the point to where he can't see the platoon in front of him. And then all of a sudden he just hears a whoop. And the guy on the back of his shoulder started hooting, hollering, and screaming. Because the crocodile just came out, and all of a sudden he just heard before I get to that. So he just heard like this surge of water coming out, and then took the guy off the back of him because he's bleeding all over the place. And plus, what happened was for as long as the Japanese were on the island, I can't remember how long. Probably throughout the duration of pretty much almost like World War II, from what it sounded like. Basically, they killed off all the small mammals, anything that they could eat. They pretty much like wiped them off the island, basically. And so like the crocodiles on this island were very like it was almost like a perfect storm basically happening. So like you had all these crocodiles were like very hungry. So anyway, so like I said, like back to the story. So like the one Japanese soldiers that's like bleeding in the water and stuff. So the one got bitten off, the dude that's carrying him. And then the guy was like, either save him and face the crocodiles, or just keep going and try to meet up with his platoon. So he was just like, this guy's the shit out of luck right now, SOL. And it was like, I'm gonna meet his platoon in front of him. That's out of sight, but still in sound or like length. But anyways, so he started walking and stuff, and then all of a sudden he just hears like the same thing, like swoop, 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 like all these crocodiles. Like he eventually got surrounded by crocodiles at some point, and then he started hooting, hollering, screaming. And then the platoon in front, like that was like ahead of him, started hearing all of this commotion going. They're like, "Oh shit! Probably we need to head back because the British are on their ass, and they're getting shot up to shit." So, anyways, they head back, and all of a sudden they realize they ain't the British. So, like, a lot of the Japanese were like soldiers. They were like looking up in the trees and shit, looking for snipers and everything going on. Because by the time they got there, they didn't hear anything. And then all of a sudden, one Japanese soldier went down. Another one went down. Pretty much like without seeing them, like without seeing these crocs all around them. And all of a sudden, like it turned to a frenzy because all of a sudden there was all this hoot and holler, screaming. So, anyways, so within like 40, it's estimated between 48 hours. So like within 2 days, so like I said, 1,000 Japanese soldiers went into the mangroves and swamps. Only 20 to 25 made it out. Yeah, y'all. So oh my god, I couldn't imagine being a British soldier at the time, or like, and like at night, all of a sudden you just hear all this hoot, holler, pout, like all you hear is hollering, screaming, like blood curdling screaming. Like there's a very specific sound that you hear, and you know that is not a good sound. That's basically what the Japanese soldiers are doing. And then this hearing that at night is just like, oh my god. I couldn't imagine that, honestly. So yeah, that's like my little narrative of that World War II. So like I said, like that it's one of the worst animal attacks in recorded history too. So yeah. So yeah, that's one of my narrative crocodile stories that I know. So anyways, let's go. Sorry, I thought I heard a gunshot. Classic Saint STL problems. We're gonna jump into this To Catch a Predator, the top 35.
Predators in Ohio.
Oh shit.
Next week we'll return to the
Some of them we might have already seen. Anyway, so my little narrative that y'all heard.
Please, I beg of you.
You beg of me what?
Just let me go, please. Yeah. Please let me go.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious. I'm just...
He is super serial. He is so serial, y'all. That is not believable.
I'll tell you what.
I've never done such a thing in my life. I never want to do it again. I just want to go, okay? Please.
Since you're the first person to say that today, we'll let you.
Oh, since he's the first one.
Why don't you come in over here and stand right over here at the bar? How are you? Good, good. Please, come here. I want you guys to meet each other. This is Tennis Boy 213. And Tennis Boy, this is Slave to Mistresses, right?
Oh,
Did you bring your collar with you?
Yeah, we're both gonna get arrested, I think. What?
His face. That was classic. Like, oh, what?
What?
And who are you here to see, Corey?
Well, Chrissy, she told me that she's 18.
That she's 18.
He has a fucking rectangle head.
Yeah.
Now, what were you going to do with Chrissy?
Just hang out and watch some DVDs. I brought beer for myself, but...
Beer for yourself?
Yeah.
And what DVDs did you bring?
I brought over 40-Year-Old Virgin and Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
And you said Chrissy was how old?
18.
18. I'll have to get you some chick beer. What's that? Smirnoff Ice. What kind of flavored beer? What kind of beer did you bring here?
I brought myself a couple of Bud Selects, and I brought Smirnoff.
The Smirnoff Ice.
No, it's Twisted Green Apple.
It's like a fifth or a fucking tall boy.
Turn the cameras off now. It's Twisted Green Apple.
Oh, you can fuck off.
Alright, can you turn the cameras off now? I need to
fuck off upstairs.
Ask you a couple questions.
Cameras have to stay on, but you're welcome to ask me whatever you like.
Okay, how does this work as far as your taping rights? I mean, do I have to sign a waiver for it? Because I never agreed to be on camera. I don't understand how that works.
You don't have to. In this case, you don't have to agree.
Why is that?
Because it's a news program.
Okay.
You made the choice to come in here.
Oh, I understand that, but I just want.
I'm gonna let this call play, but if y'all want to join my Discord, I'm gonna put the link of my Discord in the chat. If you want to join it and join the shenanigans? I might be ending this call. Probably pretty short, honestly. and because I kind of feel like just like chilling and partying. So if you want to join my shenanigans over in Discord, because there's a lot of shenanigans that happen over there. So yeah, I'm gonna add this.
Wanted to know
Y'all
how that works. So
How it works is we're doing a story. Yeah, who are you here to see?
That girl on the internet.
The girl on
This
the internet.
guy.
What is that girl's name?
I think was Sammy.
Sammy.
Yeah. You know what?
What?
It's gonna seem crazy,
Try me.
but I was gonna tell her that there's a lot of people
sure.
do that stuff like that. I wasn't gonna do anything to her because it happened to one of my cousins.
What happened to one of your cousins?
She got raped.
Really?
And
By somebody she met on the
yes,
internet?
yes. And
how old is that cousin of yours?
she said,
No, sir.
Are you married?
Yes, sir.
How's this going to go over at home?
Not good. I had really like for it not to go home.
Let me see your hand. Oh, Lord.
What do you think would have happened had there been a 14-year-old girl here home alone?
I think it's pretty evident.
Pretty evident. All right. Well, Rick, I need to tell you that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet young teens online.
Damn it. Yeah, I don't want cameras.
You can leave right now.
Well, I'm going to be in trouble once I go.
That's not up to me. You should take your jelly.
Okay.
She says, might be interesting.
I would never say it to someone like that. Never.
It will be nice. I think
Never,
you'll love it.
Ever.
Never. Never. Ever. You know, I'm an Egyptian. I'm Muslim. I don't do this stuff.
We'll lick you all over.
Oh, fuck off.
Who's that one he kept?
Oh, there it is.
Take her off somewhere. Buy her from her mom.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I asked her if we was.
Where do you want my sperm first?
I don't know.
Mouth, pussy, or ass?
I'm being honest.
I want to get.
Why would you answer that?
Okay.
I asked her if we was.
Where do you want my sperm first?
I don't know.
Mouth, pussy, or ass?
I'm being honest.
I want to get you drunk.
What a fucking moron.
Yeah.
First, I was gonna get to know you. I wasn't in a rush to have sex yet. Unless you're in a rush.
And how old are you?
Me, I'm 17.
What year were you born?
85, I think. 85, I think.
85? He's really born in 1980. That makes him 27.
Can you give me a ride home? Because I want to walk back.
I can't give you a ride, I'm sorry.
I had to walk back?
Well, that's up to you. But I'm not in a position to give you a ride.
I have to walk back?
You just had me rattled, but no, she has an.
Oh yeah, this is my. I'll be your apple pie.
Yeah, named Adriana. She's 22 years old.
I see none of that in this transcript. Is
Well,
that
I don't know how that's possible, but I talked to a girl named Adriana.
Well, here you're talking to Green Day Chick, who has told you she's 13. You had a long conversation about the fact that she's 13. You ask her if it's going to be a problem, and furthermore, you talk about how she should make sure that there are no friends around, that there are no relatives who could drop in, to make sure the parents are gone. It's all right here.
I don't know what to tell you.
How about the truth?
I'm telling you, I came here for Adriana. She's 22.
What's your name?
Richard.
I'm sorry?
Richard. Richard.
Richard?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Are you the FBI or cops?
Well, we'll get to that in a minute, but you should probably the truth. Okay?
Richard Brault.
I'm sorry? Huh?
This fucking guy.
I had a bad feeling.
You had a bad feeling.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have done anything.
Somebody who you think is underage.
I'm not going to jail. I'm going to have to my God, dude, I'm going to have to move out of my house and get kicked out and be a bum. No one in my family's going to ever talk to me again.
Oh my God, boo fucking who? Man the fuck up.
Didn't you have any second thoughts about coming over here and doing it?
If you read the message, I always said I was iffy and I didn't really think about I didn't really want to do it.
I can't get that thought out of my head. What thought? Doing something with a girl your age?
Look at the look, see? I was thinking about it the whole time. I didn't think it was right, and I don't know why I came over here.
But you're here, Richard.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, sir.
You talk to kids like this on the internet all the time?
To tell you the truth, I swear to God, this is the first time I ever did this. I always talk to older women.
He sends her pictures of his penis and wants to know how he compares to her old boyfriend.
Did it look bigger than Steven's? Just using my noodle. I'll use this noodle so that you can use my other noodle.
Gentlemen, have a good night.
To do with her sexually.
You just relax and I'll just take care of everything, okay?
Mhm.
You just be yourself. I'll just touch and explain as I go. Tell me if you enjoy
And
it.
did you like bring a condom or anything?
I'm not going to do that today, okay? It was fast, rushed. I wasn't sure if you were real or what. I'm looking for police, you know, so.
What kind of things did you want to do? Just
I just hold you, kiss you, touch you.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults, on men who try to meet kids online.
This is going to go on TV now? Oh, Chris, please. This will ruin me.
How you doing, Stanley? Doing good? Tough drive?
Don't want to lose my job. I'm an excellent teacher, and my principal's going to be so shocked.
And what grade do you teach?
6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So you teach kids who are about the same age as the boy you thought you were going to visit tonight. If you're willing to have a conversation like this and come visit a 13-year-old boy, what have you been doing with students?
Definitely not this.
And why should I believe you?
Because I've successfully taught school for 23 years. Probably I was thinking the part of me that's Christian was going to talk him out of it.
So what part of the Bible tells you to say all this kind of stuff here in the chat? I'd love to suck, play and suck, play with,
Like I
and lick
said,
nipples and lick and and you? Where is that in the Bible? Explain that to me.
There's a human part
Is that
of
the
me
Old
that
Testament or the New
sins.
Testament?
Neither.
Here comes 53-year-old James Wiles, a retired truck driver from Jacksonville.
You can come on in. Hi.
Online, Wiles uses the screen name Hambubger.
Did you bring my M&Ms? Did you bring the condoms too? No? Thank you. Well, I'm gonna go change. I'll be right back, okay?
We've blurred his graphic body language, which seems to telegraph exactly what's on his mind.
You seem a little nervous driving around out there.
Ain't a woman in this world give me a I'm past that stage now.
I'm a schizophrenic man. I'm supposed to see my doctor today.
All right, perhaps you should go see him.
I'm just getting my life in order. You're going to ruin my life.
You're the one who made the decision to come here.
But I didn't know I was going to wind up on television.
What would you have done with a 13-year-old girl?
I probably just would have said hello and how you doing, and maybe we would have taken a ride in the car, and that's it.
You were going to take her for a ride in the car?
Maybe. I just got out of a mental institution a few months ago. I'm just a guy looking for a girlfriend. That's it. You're going to take a guy who's looking for a girlfriend and put him on TV and say, oh, here's a pedophile. That's what you're going to do, right? Because I came to meet a 13-year-old, even though I didn't do anything. I think that's ridiculous. I think your story is a piece of shit.
How does Yahoo let these people online?
Rick, she tells you clearly that she's 12.
Profile and there's 102 age after.
So you're saying you thought you were talking to a 102-year-old woman who you wanted to sexually please?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Sounds like what you're saying.
Why can't people be honest?
Come on in. How you doing?
I was going fishing. I still to this day, I've always thought this dude like he was just letting his belly going Bert Kreischer right now, going the machine right now, just somewhat like the machine. I've always thought he was just letting the belly out and everything. Still blends in perfectly.
Because I'm not there, the decoy invites a suspect to come up to the house, but then quickly locks the door.
So why'd you lock the door?
Which gives the Murphy police the chance to move in.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Okay. Get on the ground.
And place him under arrest.
Here, I got handcuffs.
Were you hiding something in your pants?
No, there ain't nothing. Look, I'll show you everything.
Well, I don't. You didn't see everything.
Well, no, but now my zipper came down. Excuse me.
Well, you brought quite the selection tonight.
Yes, sir.
What do we have here?
Well, that's mine.
All of this is yours.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're going to drink?
No, some of that was going home with me.
Some's going home.
Oh, yeah.
Were you going to give any to the 15-year-old?
Oh, no. I don't do that.
And
I got a 15-year-old daughter myself.
You've got a 15-year-old daughter yourself?
Yes. I just wanted a place to sit and drink.
Why couldn't you drink at home?
Well, my daughter's got her friends there, and I don't like drinking in front of her.
So you thought you'd come over here and drink in front of another 15-year-old?
No.
It appears to be clear from this transcript that you are open to the idea of having sex with this girl.
No. Well, yes. Would I? No. Or maybe. All right. Maybe.
How you doing?
I'm sorry.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry.
Please have a seat.
I'm sorry.
What were you doing here?
She said so excited to see me.
She said she was excited to see you.
Yeah.
And
Sir, please.
you sent her that photograph.
Sir, please.
Did you send that to her?
Yes, sir.
To somebody who said she was a 13-year-old girl?
Oh my God.
Why did you think that was an okay thing to do?
Sir, she said it's okay.
She said it's okay. So because a 13-year-old girl says it's okay, you do it.
Sir, please. I'm not a really bad person, sir. Please. Sir, I'm not a really predator, sir, but I'm just...
You're not a real predator.
No, sir.
Just a pretend predator.
No, I'm just curious, sir.
A curious predator.
There it is.
Hey, I made some lemonade. Sit down for me. I'm gonna go change it tonight. Well, hang
No
on, you gotta
hug?
be patient for that.
Just a hug?
No hug for me?
I'm sorry?
No hug for me? Now, I've got the entire transcript here, and no place does it say that she's 19. I mean, you can go through it if you
No,
find
I
it. You
believe.
can tell me.
How old did she say she was?
13.
Wow. Well, I mean, I know the police is going to arrest me, so where do you want me to go and be arrested? I can explain to the police. I mean, look at me. Do you think I would do something like that? I'm very professional.
Well, I see a lot of people come in here who are very professional.
I said, you know, I know who you are. I've seen the show many, many times. I mean, we talk about it at work. I would never do anything like that. Why am I being arrested? I haven't really done anything. Don't you think I should?
Because we prevented it. We prevented it from happening.
So why am I still arrested, though?
Because you...
Skip a couple. It's taking a while. I don't know why. Skip a few.
I got some wine coolers.
Wine coolers are just fine.
You weren't kidding when you said a big house.
I know, the house is beautiful. I love my house.
Yeah. Are you the only child?
Yeah. Oh, did you bring protection?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sorry. Oh, this guy.
That would be the last time ever.
Last time you'll ever
use Yahoo Messenger or talk to anybody online without really knowing who they are. I mean, I do have some good friends that I've never met, you know, but it's more of a business type thing.
Are you addicted to the internet?
No.
Do you have a compulsion?
No. Well, I don't think so, no. No. I get in on once in a while.
I'm not gonna lie. Some of the closest friends I've met have come through Xbox. Honestly.
You know, daily, yeah, sometimes. I mean, I have friends like...
Unfortunately, a lot of them live in the UK, but yeah.
In the Philippines, Davao City, that help buy things for me and export, import, sort of, even though I'm not an import-exporter. So I don't get in trouble there.
I am Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. And we're doing...
Back in the day, that was the thing. Like a lot of good, like a couple of people that I still to this day I met, like fucking Call of Duty back in the day. But yeah, not gonna lie. But and like I said, they live out in the UK. It's fucking awesome. And but like now, doing this shit, like I've met some other great, amazing people. And it's just phenomenal. Like how many amazing people there are out there. And I'm very happy about that. Like this fucking group of people. Like this group of misfits. Degenerate misfits. Fucking fucks. I love you guys. These are like my ride or die fucking assholes. I don't mean it by hate or anything. Like I fucking love you fuckers. I love you, every single fucking one of you people.
Well, you better, I'll shove that camera down his throat.
I don't think you're going to want to do that.
Why is that?
I brought this, but this is really watered down. You can even test it. That's way watered down.
Way watered down.
Way watered down.
Did you transmit this photograph?
Oh my.
Oh my.
This guy's coming in. That can be the doctor.
He's coming in hot.
Mark 3. Have him come towards you.
And helping himself to a drink.
So where are you coming from?
San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so there probably was a lot of traffic, huh?
Do you have a towel?
As the doctor looks for a towel, he spots Dateline's camera crew. Using the screen name Tall Dreamy Doc, he lies and says he's 29. Remember, he's really 48. He asks the girl, what bra size do you wear? She says 30B, but it's kind of big on me right now. I'm still growing. He replies, I will kiss them. He goes into graphic detail about giving and receiving oral sex.
Dude.
On the ground. I wasn't going to do it. On the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get his keys. I wasn't doing anything. Oh man, I wasn't doing anything.
Get his keys.
I wasn't doing anything.
Officer Nelson, I shouldn't have talked to her. Right. I wasn't going to.
I'm in big trouble. I'll explain. You have to bail me out of the Sonoma County Jail. $30,000 check we'll need. It was a sting operation. I'll explain it to you when you're here. Don't bring the girls. I didn't do anything, but I did something stupid.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Getting my ass kicked.
Getting your ass
kicked.
I knew it. I knew it was a setup.
No, I need you to sit down, please.
I need you to just arrest me, take me to jail, and execute me.
I need to talk to you first.
Because you know what? I didn't bring anything. I didn't want to do anything. Whatever.
Well, why did you come here, though? Help me to understand.
Because I'm a sick son of a.
I don't understand why I can't pass some of this, but
I'm more than happy to tell you who I am. I am Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing
We got our boy Lord here
the story
coming. Oh my God, we got Lord next.
You don't want to touch anybody. You don't want it.
Dude, I would rock the fuck out of this rabbi.
You gotta stop this.
Sit down. Sit down.
You don't have any right to.
You're free to leave anytime.
Here we go. There's Lord. Holy shit, Lord made top 5.
Hey, I'm glad you could come.
Up next, a man shows up on his birthday, hoping for
Look at this stupid fuck.
more than a kiss.
Well, then what did you want to do?
Fucking god damn it.
Ew.
Well, I want to kiss first.
And later, he starts crying.
Chill.
Put your hands on your back.
And crying.
Oh yeah. And crying.
Crying.
Put your hands on your back.
And crying.
And crying. That is that blowed
And
off.
crying.
Am I gonna go to jail and crying. Oh yeah, and you're straight all wicked, sir.
We'll go to jail tonight.
Here's my boy Mickey Mouse.
You ask
It's a little pedophile mouse.
her if she's horny.
What's wrong with that?
You ask
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
if she does anal.
It's a question. I was just coming to meeting. What happens,
What's the question?
happens. That's the way I look at it.
Okay, so there was a possibility that could have happened.
Could have.
Oh,
Could have.
When the 27
come here! I'm gonna stab my fucking throat with the little pen that you have here.
7-year-old finds out he's going to jail,
You're going to be taken to Dark County Jail.
Please don't. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
he threatens to kill himself.
I really am just gonna slit my throat.
You relax, all right?
No, I'm just gonna kill myself. Put me in jail and I'll hang my.
By the way, rip R.I.P. to the Stacy family. Fuck you.
Myself. I don't care. I did something so wrong that I don't even want to be alive.
When the detective takes off the handcuffs so the man can sign his statement, he grabs the pen and makes a half-hearted attempt to stab himself.
Put your hand behind your back. You better behave, all right?
You're a good. Yeah, my boy. You're a boy. You pull up over the top 3.
I want to be top.
You're a good direction.
I want to be top.
Oh, okay.
You want to do it raw?
Raw?
You want to do it raw?
Yes.
What's that?
No rubber.
No Uber.
That in the fridge.
Yeah, I'll put it in a little bit.
All right. I'll relax.
I'm just a little nervous.
Dude, he smells like old lasagna, garlic, and he just smells like a Sicilian.
I'm nervous too.
So he smells like Fredo's house. I don't know.
My excuse to come here, I went to Atlantic City. You could put that in the refrigerator anytime.
I don't mean to.
Don't get drunk with that.
So why'd you need the cover story to go to Atlantic City?
I'll see my brother.
Yeah, but who did you have to give that to as a cover story?
No, my brother is home, my other brother.
Right.
No, I just stopped by.
But you said
story.
No, my brother is home, my other brother.
Right.
No, I just stopped by.
But you said you were nervous when you came in. Why were you so
Yeah,
nervous?
because I was going to Atlantic City. I stopped by.
But you said you were nervous when you came in. Why were you so
Yeah,
nervous?
because I was going to Atlantic City and it was dark and I'm not usually a driver at dark at nighttime.
See, Palumbo's not a driver at dark. This isn't Palumbo. We're just living into reality simulator.
No, not at all. You can smell my breath. Not at all.
I rather would not.
Okay, I don't need to do that. How old are you?
39.
39. You said you were
35, 39. Ah, close enough.
35 online.
35, 39.
We find out later he's actually 46.
I'm not gay or anything.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I know, I did a stupid thing.
Oh, fuck off, Palumbo.
Hungry? How does it taste?
Great. Wow. These are home baked?
What are you doing here today?
Is this some kind of setup or something?
What do you mean?
I'm just on my way to the beach.
He's Michael Willis, screen name Generic White Male. He's almost 50 years old, and he's been chatting online with a girl who calls herself Jolanda and who says she's 15. He lies to her about his age, typing, "I'm 30. You probably don't want me around you. I'm cute, though. Built good." Then he says,
"We'd have to keep us a secret because of the age difference. Younger girls like you don't come along often. I'd want you again and again."
Then he sends an online picture of his penis to the girl who told him she was 15.
And how did you meet
Jesus.
Well, of course online.
You act like I should know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a common thing now.
Just to meet
Back then it was not, but it was getting there.
young girls online.
No, meet any women online.
Then I remind Generic White Male that Jolanda told him she was 15.
What? No way.
Told me with the Rocky look right there.
You know, I have the transcript of your conversation with Jolanda.
You know what? I don't want this cookie. I just want to get to the beach.
I wonder who's number one is.
Come here, just 1 second, sir.
But Generic White Male won't be going to the beach today.
Who is number one on TCAP?
As he heads out the back, he stumbles off the porch right into the arms of the Fort Myers Police Department. The police quickly take him down to the ground.
Oh, this guy.
That's all. I'm sorry.
And who were you looking for?
John Pedersen got my number. I know that I've been putting out word that I'm looking for a job, and I was told that John Pedersen lived here. My problem was I was walking.
So you thought you were going to come to a job interview at this home at 11:20 at night?
I was going to leave a note.
You were going to leave a note?
That's all I'm going to do. That's all. That's all I have.
How about jmichaelwiltsey@yahoo.com?
I think I have used J. Michael Wiltsey, but I used that a long time ago.
How about today?
It's going to be a lot easier for what? Okay, look. I had a phone call. That's what I had. Okay? That's what I had. I came to what was construction. I was going to leave a note. That's all I have.
By the way, why wouldn't I want to see you and taste your beautiful body? Make love
That's
to
not-
you. You are a gorgeous 13-year-old girl.
That's not my style. I never had any affiliation with 13-year-olds.
Are you a photographer?
I think about a long time ago I was. I did some photography.
Think about.
I know some people that knew that of me. In school, 6 years ago, 10 years ago, 6 to 10 years ago. It was 1999 when I left. End of story. But I've had some people that really did.
This is the To Catch a Predator, the top 35 off of Joey TCAP's channel.
Like me, I live in Pomona.
In Pomona.
That's where I live in.
What's your address in Pomona?
693 North Signal. I live in Pomona. That's where I live. Okay? But I'm already past the one. Okay? And I'm up here and I'm finding out as I'm walking, I'm looking for a bus stop and says, and I, excuse me.
Oh, shut the fuck
I'm
up.
told that it stopped at 6 o'clock or something like that. I'm already on foot though. You know what I was, or you know that somebody was using that account?
I know you were.
You know, I was. That's good. I would do sometimes go in and talk to a friend of mine in a public library. You know that J.
Can I
Michael-
taste your nuts? And
That's
will
not
you...
my
You know that Jane.
Can I taste your nuts?
I was about to say classic. That's not even classic. That's like savage. That was ultra savage, Chris.
You know that Jane.
Can I taste your nuts? And
that's not my style.
I taste your nuts, and then you just it's not my style. Bull, bro, you're passing around the jail like a fucking whore.
That's what porn is.
That's
lots of orgy sex. How can I promote someone I never had lots of hot sex?
I can figure that maybe a couple of people might want to try to get me in trouble. I don't know. That does not.
So you're saying this was somebody else, even though we want to go with what you got. It's up to you.
And what does the real store get me?
Lord made top 5. My boy Palumbo made 3. Made 2. I forgot. Oh yeah, generic white male made number 2. Give me a second. I'll do another TCAP thing. Let me find a Pacific guy. I don't really have too much left in me. What are you calling a night soon? I'm gonna try to find a good one. Oh yeah, I'm gonna find. I just found one of my favorite little bastards. He looks like a fucking rat. Thanks to Steve Holland. I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna call it a night after this one. Damn it. Fucking goddamn. This one. Get on the ground! The guy I'm tempting. Jesus Christ. Okay, here he is. Oops. Predator.
Our undercover house in Long Beach is busy. 38 men are arrested over 3 days. But 8 months...
That's a... I could do to... 3 days. Oh my God, that's a...
Earlier, during our previous investigation in Riverside, California...
Look at this little bastard. Look at this scrawny little bastard running in like a fucking pedophile.
Months earlier, during our previous investigation in Riverside, California, this man, 26-year-old Michael Seibert, walked into our house.
Got a bathroom.
Back then, Seibert had a sexually explicit online chat with someone who told him she was 13, and he sent a picture of his genitals.
Hey, sir. Let's come on over here for a minute, please.
Seibert certainly had some explaining to do.
And why did you send pictures of yourself like this to her?
Oops.
Oops.
And we'll never do it again. Promise.
And you say a lot of sexually charged things.
Hey, Michael, my Delta. 94 years, no boy. Oh, sorry. Caught me in the middle of a smoke. I'm a friend.
To her for a 13-year-old girl.
I know what I did wrong. Okay.
You look like a fucking rat. Like a naked mole rat. And then he does like the classic, like, or, meme thing. Like,
her for a 13-year-old girl.
I know what I did wrong. Okay.
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 It will never happen again.
Go ahead, you can leave.
Sorry about that.
Seibert told the Riverside police he gets treatment for seizures and that the scar on his head was caused by a fall when he was an infant.
Do you work?
Yes.
Later, he pleaded guilty to a charge of attempted lewd acts with a child and attempting to send harmful matter to a child with intent to seduce. He was convicted and sentenced to 18 months in state prison. So fast forward 8 months from our house in Riverside to our Long Beach investigation. He's still online, still using the same screen name, and amazingly, still chatting with someone who tells him she's 13. Just like his chat 8 months before, he asks, "Have you ever had sex yet?" And "I need sex." He also talks about group sex, but he's also suspicious and asks, "Are you a cop?" To which she replies, "No, I'm not a cop." Then, apparently referring to his meeting with Dateline 8 months earlier, he writes, "I got caught before." Incredibly, he tells the decoy he has to delay the Long Beach liaison for a day because he has to go to court. A court date to face charges arising from our Riverside investigation. But the very next day,
Hey, come here.
here he is.
Okay, we're not messing around with this guy. You do not let him get within 6 feet of you, 8 feet of you.
Who's all here?
Just me.
Oh.
Promise, my parents are gone.
You know, you look familiar to me.
Oops.
That's right.
Again. Oops.
Oops, he's done it
Oops. I did it again.
again.
Michael, right?
Oops, sorry.
Do you remember who I am?
Can I just go?
What are you doing here, Michael?
I'm sorry.
You were just in court on Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened in court on Friday?
He said more time.
More time before the next court date.
Yeah. I'm sorry about it.
Okay. But you got to explain to me why or how you thought it was okay after having a court date stemming from our last visit, and then within 24 hours you show up at this house to meet another young girl. What are you thinking about?
It's like his head can't. It's like he can't comprehend everything that's going. It's like his head is about to explode. He's like, oh god. It's like
meet another young girl. What are you thinking about? Now you know.
Like how the South Park guys been doing.
I know it.
You know what you said online, right?
Yeah.
How old is this girl?
Don't know.
13. She told you she was 13.
Yeah, and I told her to go away. She keeps eyeing me back.
You ask if she's got naked pictures of herself.
Oh.
You ask if she performs oral sex, what color her underwear
Oh my
is.
God.
Now, Michael, you know this is not right.
Dude.
We had this very same conversation in Riverside, California.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
right
yeah.
then, you told me that you knew
It's
this
like-
was wrong,
I know.
and that you would never, ever do it again. And that turned out to be a lie, didn't it, Michael?
I promise
Yeah.
this time. If you
No.
lift it up, I'll never come
No.
back.
No, I guarantee this. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. So this fucking rat bastard, I guarantee that within 24 hours, I would say within 24 hours, shit, I'll give it max 48 hours. Talk to a fucking underage fucking person.
But if he appears to be a sad case, you should know that according to Perverted Justice, Seibert
Yeah.
has had sexual chats with at least 3 other decoys who said they were underage girls. And you should also know that there's another side to Seibert's story. He served a year in jail for a dangerous assault.
What was the deadly weapon you used in the assault?
Bat.
And who did you go after with the bat?
Oh, you know.
Some guy? Is there anything?
Oh, now you don't want to. Oh, now he's going to use. Oh, I'm going to lawyer the.
Else you want to tell me, Michael?
I know I did wrong.
You did wrong.
Can I go?
Michael, you can go, but I'm going to remind you that.
It's like, bro, you could have left any time you wanted to, but you're just a fucking idiot that's
I'm
just
Chris
saying
Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing another story on adult.
So not just staying there, you're just a fucking idiot that fucking got caught, and on top of that, you're a fucking idiot for being a fucking pedophile. Fuck you. Sorry for so many fucking in one sentence.
Who try to meet kids on
This dude pisses me off.
the internet for sex.
I know I did wrong.
You can go. You can go right now. You can walk right out that door.
Any cops out there?
That's not up to me, Michael.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not the police. So why don't you go ahead, Michael? It's time to go.
Seibert clearly doesn't want to leave. Having been through this before, he knows the police are waiting outside.
Yeah, bitch! Yeah, bitch!
Michael, you're going to have to go outside.
I know.
Michael, you're going to have to go outside.
I know.
Go fuck you, you fucking rat fucking bitch!
Now, walk out, get on your knees.
Like the others, Seibert is charged with an attempted lewd act upon a child. He pleaded no contest.
Yeah,
His
bitch.
lawyer says Seibert has severe mental issues.
Oh, fuck
Is that a
off.
defense in any way in this case?
No!
In my mind, no, it's not a defense. He knows what
Yes.
he did was wrong. He knew enough that when you confronted him, his
detective
first
knows
words
what's
were
up.
oops. You know, he knew enough to promise you that he wasn't going to do this again.
Do you live with your mom?
Yeah. They're going to kill me.
He admitted to me during our interview that he had been previously convicted of assault.
Yes.
What does that say about the danger he could present to a young teen home alone?
My biggest fear is that he would show up, the young teen would decide not to go through with what they had been talking about in their internet chat. He would become frustrated with that, and his violent nature would come out.
Seibert was convicted on the Long Beach charge.
All right, y'all. That was it for me tonight. I'm going to end it on that. So, I'm going to keep the party over in Discord for a little bit. So, if you want to hop on over there, you can. Like I said, link is over there. Anyways, love you guys. Love all the support. Love everything. I might do a lot more TCAP stuff. Because I kind of miss it. I love making fun of these fucking fuckers. So yeah. You might see good old Falkor back over in TCAP. So I ain't going anywhere on TCAP. Nothing to get into it anyways. Love you guys. See you over in Discord if you want to join me. Anyways, have y'all a great Friday night, Saturday. I'm gonna take a break tomorrow. Other than that, love you guys. Love the support. Love everything. Love you guys. Anyways, stay safe. Be humble. Love each other. And as always, thanks for stopping by. See you guys. Love you guys.